be teaching a Savvy Senior Fitness class, but you can be any age to do this class. It's going to be a strength conditioning class. We will get our heart rate up a little bit. If you have any injuries, just don't do anything. If you have knee issues, back issues, you listen to your body. Don't do anything that doesn't make it feel good. You can modify this workout in any way you like. We're going to use light weights, anywhere from 1 to 5 pound weights, a resistance tube with the handles, and a Pilates band. But if you don't have those at home, you can do the workout without it. So let's get going and have fun. So if you're ready, we're going to start with some nice deep inhales. Exhale. And again, deep inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. We're going to tap our toes. Now bring your arm across. We just want to warm up our body before we stretch. 4 and 3. 2. Now let's do some ham curls. Bring your heel behind. Good. 4, 3, 2. Now knees in front. Keep your abdominal pulled in and stand tall. For 4, 3, 2, 1 more each leg. Now we're going to step touch. 4, 3, 2 steps to the right and left. And again. Perfect. 2 more. And 1 more. Now single step touch. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now again, wide toe taps. Good. For 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to hold your feet. Let's lunge side to side. Now bring your shoulders in front. Warm up your back muscles. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold to the left. Flex your right foot. Good. Just stretching your inner thigh. Now bring the toe down. We're going to turn to the left. Lean in, push your back heel down. Just stretching your calf. Good. Now lifting your torso, ball of the back foot, right hip forward, right arm bring it across your chest. Just stretching your shoulder, deltoids. Now release it. Step back just a little farther. If you need to hold your chair for balance, you can. We're going to bend the back knee a little. Hands in front, push your arms away, round your upper back. Bring your hands down, step your back foot in, left foot front, push your hips back, stretching your hamstring, and you want to flex your front foot. Good. Bring it down. We're going to come front, step to the right, flex your left foot. And then bring it down. Now turn to the right, push your back heel down. Good. Now lift your torso, ball of the back foot, left hip forward, left arm bring it across. Good. Now release it. Step the back foot a little farther back, ball of the back foot, bend your knees, hands behind your back, straighten your arms and lower your chin. Good. Now release it. Step the back foot in, right heel front, push your hips back, and flex your front foot. Perfect. Now bring it down. Let's come up. All right, we're going to start with our long Pilates band if you have one. It's a flat Pilates band. If you don't have it, you don't have to use it. So we're going to hold it about shoulder width, and we're going to bring it to our chest. Now your feet are pretty close together, just maybe a couple inches apart. 2 more. Keep your abdominal contracted. We're going to lift your left knee. Lift and bring it down. We're going to focus on our core, so abdominal tight and your balance. 1 more. Now switch. Right leg. Good. 2 more and 1 more. Now go back to the left for 4. If you have balance issues, it's okay just to do the legs. Now go back to the right or just the upper body. 2 more. Perfect. And let's hold. Now we're going to do a plie stance. Double hip distance, toes corners. And so make sure you're not too close because your knee will go past your toe and that could injure your knee. So you want to have a double hip distance, toes opposite corner. If you're comfortable with this, about 2 feet between your hands, we're going to go behind our head. And we're going to pull. Good, working upper middle back. If you cannot go behind your head, what you can do is bring it in front, but pull your elbows back to get those back muscles. These are great for posture. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Now go left arm, down, just the left side. Good, 2 more. If you're in front, bring the elbow back. Now let's go switch the right. 4 and 2. And last one. Perfect, bring it in front. So about a foot between your hands, you're gonna straighten your left arm and you're gonna pull with the right elbow. And if you like, plie down and up. If you have knee issues, I would just stop if your knees bother you and just do the upper body. This works that shoulder, the deltoid muscle. 4, good, 2. Now we're gonna do pulses, pull for 3. 1, 2, 3, and then release. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Good, 1 more, and then hold. Great job. Straighten your right arm, pull with the left elbow. Pull it like you're shooting a bow and arrow, and plie. Good. Keep it close to your chest. Don't bring it out front. Keep it close so it doesn't pull on your shoulder or elbow joint. Good, 2 more, we're gonna pulse. Good, now pulse for 3. 1, 2, 3, and release. 1, 2, 3, good, last 2. And last one, and rest. Great job. Let's put the band down. We're gonna reach over, grab your weights. We're gonna do a little bit of step touching. So as long as you're comfortable, again, I do a lot of upper and lower, but if you wanna just do the step touch or just the weights, that's fine. You can even sit on the chair. We're gonna step touch right, left. Let's bicep curl. Now ham curls. You wanna contract, squeeze your bicep, not your dumbbell. Perfect. Good, let's do 8. 4 more. 2. And last one. Now step touch. I'm gonna have you lift your right arm, keep your abdominal tight. Now you're gonna step to the right, left knee. Elbow knee, keep the abdominal contracted. If you don't wanna do a knee lift, you can do a step tap. You could tap that left foot, or if you wanna get more core, elbow to the knee. Perfect. 4 more. And then 2. Now step touch. All right, let's switch. So your left arm here, abdominal pulled in. Now we're gonna step to the left, right knee, elbow knee. And again, if you don't want to do the knee lift, do a step tap. Tap that right toe. Good, 4 more. And 2. 1 more, and step touch. Great job. So on 4, we're gonna do wide toe taps. Good, for 4, 3, 2, now wide taps. We're gonna do a slow motion punch. Bring your arm across and alternate. Keep your abdominal pulled in. If your arms get tired, just put down the weights. Every workout, you're gonna feel stronger and you can do more and more. So anytime you need to stop and rest, drink water, then that's perfectly fine. Great job, 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more each leg, and then bring it down. Perfect. We're gonna hold it. Let's put down the weights. We will come back to the weights. Now we're gonna grab our tube. If you don't have a tube, that's perfectly okay. We're going to do standing squats. So I'm gonna show you from the side. Step on your tube, about hip distance, hands at your thighs or at your hips. So what we're gonna do, it's very important that you do these squats, not like a knee bend. Don't go down, go back. You're gonna bend your knees, but the knee does not go past the toe. So abdominal tight. We're gonna sit back like there's an invisible chair. Sit back, come up, squeeze your glutes. Sit back into your heel. Even lift your toes up a little. So the more you sit back onto your heel, the more you're going to take all the weight off your knees, strengthening our quad, our hamstring, and our glutes. So when you come back up, contract, squeeze your glutes, your buttocks. We're leaning forward so the abdominal stays tight the whole time. How about 8? Great job. So if you look down and you notice your knees going past your toe, shift your weight behind. 2 more, we're going to do pulses. Now let's go back for 3. 1, 2, 3, come up, squeeze your glutes. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more. And last one. And then hold. Great. And then just shake out your hips. Perfect. Now, take your handles, cross your handles. If you don't have a tube, you can use weights here. So you're here, and you don't want to do it to uncross, because if you go up, you notice your arms go out. It can bother the shoulder joint. So cross your handles, lift your chest, knees are slightly bent. We're going to start with the left arm and right, just alternating. Straight up, so your elbow is about shoulder level. Don't go out to the side. So up. If you want both arms, keep the handles together. Working our deltoids, our shoulders. Forward. And then 2. Now 3 pulses up. 1, 2, 3, and release. Lift, 2, 3, good. 2 more. And last one. And then rest, good. Let's stretch our neck. Bring your chin down, gently push your shoulders down. And then you're gonna come up, look over your right shoulder. And then your left. And then bring it in. All right, uncrossing our handles, remove your left foot. You probably want the chair, stand behind the chair. Very important that you have something that if you need to hold on to for balance. So I'm going to kind of push it to the side, but you're going to keep it around your right foot. You're going to stand tall, abdominal tight, holding the chair for balance. If you have pretty good balance, don't hold the chair. Keep it close by though, just in case. So abdominal tight, we're going to lift and lower. If you're holding the chair, fingertips, don't lean on the chair. You want to stand tall like you have an invisible book on top of your head. And adding the resistance tube helps not just with the muscles for the hip area, the outer thigh, it helps increase our bone density for our hips. Good, keep your foot flexed so your toes are pointing forward. If your toe starts going to the side, you're going to work the quad, not the outer thigh and hip. Now 1 more, let's lightly hold the chair 3s. Lift, up, 2, 3, and lower. Up, 2, 3, great job. 2 more, and then 1 more, and the rest. Great job. Take it off. Shake out your legs, because I know sometimes the leg you're standing on gets more tired than the leg you're lifting. But that's okay, because you're really strengthening the lower body as we work on our balance. So standing tall, hold the chair lightly, lift the left. And when you're holding the tube, don't bring it in front. Some people tend to do that. Keep it to the outside of your hip, because if you bring it in front, it might pull on your lower back. Good. Keep that abdominal tight. Stand nice and tall. If you're holding the chair, don't lean forward. Great. 4. And then 2. Hold the chair lightly. 3s. Pulse it. Up, 2, 3, and again. Lift, 2, 3. 2 more. And then rest. Good. Take off that tube and just kind of shake out your legs. We're going to do a tricep exercise using the tube. Again, you can use a weight instead. We're going to drop the left handle, and you're going to hold it with the right hand. Now, stepping close to the handle but not on the handle. If you have a longer tube, this is pretty light. You could step farther away from the handle to make it harder, closer to the handle to make it easier. So, looks like this. Bring it behind your torso. You're going to bend your elbows and slightly bend your knees. Just don't lock your knees. Good, when you're ready, lift it, push up with the palm of your hand. If it's tight, you can even grab it with the opposite hand, and you want to fully straighten the arm, but without locking the elbow. Good, let's do 8. Good, feel that tricep muscle. Try to contract as you straighten the arm. 2 more, we're gonna pulse. Now 3s. 1, 2, 3, and release. Lift, 2, 3. 2 more. Good, 1 more. Hold, and bring it down. Good, remove the tube and just gently shake out the arm. Roll the elbow back gently. And now we're gonna hold the handle with the left hand, and then with your left foot, step close to the handle. And now we're gonna bring it behind, lowering the arm, slightly bend your knees. Locking the knees is really bad, it cuts off circulation. And let's lift. Great. As you straighten, push with the palm of the hand. Try not to bend that wrist. Keep that wrist as straight as you can. Perfect. 2 more. Now we're going to pulse for 3s. 1, 2, 3, and again. Lift, 2, 3. Good. 2 more. And then last one. And hold. And bring it down. Great job. So gently shake out that arm and then roll it back. Good. So now we're going to put the tube aside. We're going to stand behind your chair. We're going to do some strengthening for the lower body. We're going to place our left foot front. So right foot behind, bend your left knee, abdominal tight. We're leaning forward, but don't go too low. We don't want to stress your back, but keep your abdominal pulled in. We're going to do a straight leg lift. If you have an ankle band, you could put it around your ankles and work your muscles even more. So when you're ready, you're going to lift and squeeze your glutes, your buttocks. Good. So at the top of the lift, you're going to contract your glutes and try not to swing it. If you feel like you're using momentum, slow it down. Let the muscle do the work. And if you notice again, the leg you're standing on might get more tired, so it's okay to stop and rest. But you're strengthening those leg muscles. 8, God forbid we fall or trip, the stronger the lower body is, the more likely we'll catch ourselves. Good, 2 more. Now we're gonna lift for 3s. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Again, up, 2, 3, good, 2 more. And then last one. And then bring it up. Good. And just shake out your legs. So let's switch. Right leg front, left leg behind, bending that front leg, abdominal contracted, lift and contract your glutes. So it's not how high you lift, it's just that you lift and squeeze the buttocks at the top of the lift. Good. 4 more. And then 2. Now lift for 3s. Up, 2, 3, and lower. Lift, 2, 3. Good, last 2. And then 1 more. And then come up. Good, and just shake out your legs. So now the nice part of the workout is we're gonna sit on a chair. You need a chair that's probably like about, like a kitchen table chair, something pretty sturdy. Your hip to your knee should be parallel with the ground. You don't wanna be too tall with a chair or too low because it's not good for your back or your spine. We are gonna grab our weights. So I don't sit back on the chair like this. My posture is off. Sit toward the middle or the front of the chair, and we're gonna do some more curls, bicep curls. So your chest is lifted, your back is straight. Now we're gonna work on strengthening the quads. So abdominal pulled in, lift the right leg. Now this is when you strengthen your quadricep, it strengthens your knees. If you have knee issues and you don't want to bend, do a straight leg lift. 2 more. Keep the abdominal tight so it doesn't go to your lower back. Now switch, left. Good. Even if you have good knees, we want to keep the knees strong so we can use them for many, many years. So 2 more. Now let's go to the right leg. 4, up. Years ago in college, I had knee issues, and my doctor had me do these every day. Switch, and I had really bad knee issues where they would swell. And after doing these, go back to the right. After doing these for about a year, I started teaching aerobic classes, step aerobics. 2 more, and I never thought I would get to that point. Now let's go back to the left. Good. Now abdominal extra tight, right leg 3. Lift, 2, 3, and then go right leg. Up, 2, 3, and then 2 more. Up, 2, 3. Good. 1 more. And then just rest. Good. Shake out your legs. Perfect. So we're going to keep our back straight. Bring the weights to the outside of your thighs. You're going to at least slightly bend your elbows, but if your neck gets tired, bend them like a 90-degree bend. We're going to do a lateral shoulder raise. Just shoulder level. Don't bring it higher than your shoulder. You just want to go here. Good. Let's do 8. Four, we're going to go half time. 2. Now up for 2. Up, up, lower, lower. Lift, 2, down, 2 more. Good. 1 more. And then bring it down. 1 more time. Just lower your chin, gently push your shoulders down. When you do a lot of shoulder work, it's good to stretch your neck, so a few hours later, those muscles don't tighten up. Good. Now let's put the weights aside. And I'd like you to bring your hands behind your head. Gently push your elbows back. Now drop your right elbow just as low as you comfortably can so you can feel the stretch down the left side of your torso. And then switch. And then come up. Good. So we're going to grab our tube with the handle, and we're going to put that tube around the arch of our feet. We're still sitting toward the front or the middle of your chair. Your heels need to stay on the floor, and the most important thing is keep it around the arch of your foot, because sometimes shoes are flat, and I've seen them ride up to the toe and come towards people's faces. So watch that it stays around the arch of your shoe for your own protection. Now the great thing about sitting and doing these exercises, you're engaging your abdominals, so you're going to keep your stomach tight, your back is straight, and lean back a few inches. And now we're going to grab where the rope and handle meet. Lean back, flat back, abdominal tight. Now extend your arms, pull towards your hips. We're targeting our middle back muscles, our lats. So don't pull up. See my arms? Don't go up. Pull it back. Keep your elbows close to your waist. And just make sure that rope stays around the arch of the foot. So just by keeping your abdominal contracted, you're working that muscle and you're supporting your lower back. 4 more, we're going to pulse. And then 2. Good, now 3s. 1, 2, 3, release. Pull, 2, 3, good, last 2. And then 1 more, and then rest. Good. Now grab your handles, elbows out to the side. We're going to twist. So watch me. Don't have your elbows down here. Lift them a little. Keep it around the arch of the shoe. Abdominal contracted. Let's twist right. Look at your elbow so you get full range of motion. And of course your belly button's pulled in toward your spine, keeping that abdominal tight. Perfect. 2 more. Now 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. And then last one. Now hold it center, both elbows single behind. Now watch me again, elbows stay lifted. Don't pull it like here, because again, it might go to your shoulder joint. Now we're targeting upper back muscles, trapezius and rhomboids. So gently squeeze your shoulder blades. Perfect. Again, these are really good for a good posture. 4 more. And then 2. Now 3s. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. And then last one. And then rest. Good job. Let's put the tube aside. Take your left hand, pull the outside of your right leg in, like close to the knee, but not on the knee. Pull it in, and you're going to twist to the right. Just a nice stretch for your back. And then switch. With the right hand, pull the left leg in and twist. If you have tight back muscles, the best time to really stretch is when the muscles are warm, when you're exercising. And then bring it in. Good. All right, one more chair exercise before we go to the floor. We're going to sit toward the front of the chair. Place your hands behind you, behind your hips a little on the side of the chair. Our back is straight. We're going to lean back a few inches again. Flat back. Contract your abdominal. Lift the right knee. Now this is not for the quad and the knees. This is, you want to lift with your abdominal, not with your legs. Good. Now, if you have a pretty strong core and a strong lower back, which is part of your core, on 4, we're going to do both legs. Don't try this if you do have any back issues. Now, if you like, both legs. Up and lower. Good. Lift with that abdominal. Keep the abdominal pulled in and lift. If your back gets tired or you feel any pressure in your lower back, alternate or stop and rest. Because really strength conditioning, if you've not been working out, you want to gradually do more and more every workout. Good. Last 4. And then 2. And last 1. Good job. Wonderful. Now left foot on your right thigh. It's important that you don't rest the foot on the knee. We never want to put weight on our knees, so bring it up a little farther and lean in. This is a wonderful stretch for your hips. And if you like to walk or you go hiking and you find out that your hips get a little tight, just come home and do the stretch or sit on a bench. And it really just loosens up the hips. And let's switch and lean in. Great job. So if you're comfortable, we're going to go to the floor. If you have a mat or a towel, you can lie it down on a rug. If you have issues, I know some people in my classes, they do not like to go to the floor, vertigo or whatever the issue is. You could stay on the chair and just kind of emulate what I'm doing on the floor. But if you're comfortable, let's go down to the floor and we're going to just start with some cat stretches. So if you have a thin yoga mat and you're on a wood floor, you probably want to double it or even triple it under your knees. Now bring your hands under your shoulders. First, we're going to start with back strengthening and work on our balance some more. Hands directly under your shoulder, contract your abdominal. Right arm front, left leg behind. And all you're going to do is hold it and gently breathe. Don't worry if you lose your balance. Every time you do this, your balance will get better. Now bring it down. Keep the hands under the shoulders. Abdominal tight. Now left arm, right leg. And just gently breathe. Perfect. Now bring it down. We're going to cat stretch. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. Good. 2 more. And then 1 more. And great job. Now we're going to lie down on our stomach. We're going to do a plank. So this is always a love-hate exercise, but it's really good for your core and it works your upper body. So the number 1 rule is elbow on the shoulder. Hands in a fist. We're going to come up onto elbows and knees. If you're advanced, you can definitely do elbows and toes. So you're going to contract your abdominal, lift your hips, and all you're going to do is hold it and gently breathe. Keeping the abdominal tight. If you need to come down and rest and then come back up some more, that's great. We're going to hold about 10 minutes. I'm just kidding. No, we're going to just do a few more. We're almost there. But again, don't hold your breath because you want to oxygenate your muscles. If you have higher blood pressure, you don't want to really hold more than 30 seconds. So you come down for about 10 seconds, try another 30 seconds. So, because it will elevate your blood pressure a little if you already have high blood pressure. So almost there. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job. Push yourself up to your knees. We're going to sit back on our heels, stretching our arms in front. Awesome. Now we're going to sit lying sideways, just so you could see me rather than laying this way. We're going to scoot down a little on the mat and make sure your head's just still on the mat, not the hard floor. And let's come down. Now bring your knees in toward your chest. We're going to lift our head and shoulders. So place your hands under your head. Flex your feet, abdominal pulled in. Now keep the abdominal isometrically contracted. And let's extend the right leg front and left. You don't have to keep your head and shoulders off the mat, but if you do, you're going to get more of the upper half of the abdominal. So if you're trying to get a six-pack by summer, you definitely don't want your head down on the floor. Now 2 more, we're going to go faster. Now if you're comfortable, let's go a little faster. And just breathe. Inhale, exhale. 4, we're going to bicycle. And 2, if you get tired, just rest your head down, hug your knees in. Now twist, elbow toward the opposite knee. Twist, getting more of the obliques, working your waist. Perfect. 4, 2 more. Last one, and rest. And then hug your knees in. This is just a Pilates stretch, recovery stretch here, just by bringing your knees in. But we're going to do a little deeper stretch for the back, elbows out. Drop your knees to the right and let the bottom knee touch the floor and just relax all the muscles in your back. Now lift the knees and go to the left all the way down. And then bring it up. Great job. So placing your feet on the floor, we're going to reach over. Let's grab our flat Pilates band. We're going to hold it about shoulder width, and we want to keep our knees bent. Bring it over your chest, and now bring it down to the top part of your chest. Don't bring it over your stomach, because again, it might go to your shoulder joint. You want to work the chest, the pectoralis major. So just bring it over the top part of your chest. Now we're going to add a bridge. So knees are bent, and lift your hips. Lift, push up with your heels. And again, contract your glutes. Squeeze your glutes, your buttocks at the top of the lift. And a bridge is a wonderful way, and you could keep going, to really strengthen your knee, your quad, and that strengthens your knees, but also gets the hamstring and glutes. So if you have knee issues, this is probably the easiest, gentle way to really strengthen the knees. 2 more. Good, now we're going to go 3 pulses. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and then release. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more. And last one. And rest. Great job. So let's put that aside. Let's place our hands flat next to us on the mat. Bring your legs over your hips. Abdominal pulled in. Right toe tap on the mat. And left. Great job. Now on 4, if you want to make it a little more challenging, we're going to do a straight leg drop. But keep the abdominal tight and breathe. Now right leg slowly lower, but don't go all the way down, and left. Perfect. 4 more. And then 2. And we're going to rest. Good. Bring your knees in and just give yourself a nice hug. So let's place our feet down. Let's do a little more for the triceps. We're going to reach over and grab our weights. So we're going to bring the weights directly over your shoulders. So you don't want it over your head, but right over the shoulder. Now you're going to start in this position where you lower the weights and your elbows pointing up to the ceiling. You're not moving the upper half of the arm. You're going to lift and contract and lower. So as long as when you lower the weights, your elbow's pointing up to the ceiling, you're actually doing it correctly. So don't go in front, lift straight up, and feel that muscle, feel that tricep muscle in the back of your arm. 2 more, we're gonna go with just the right arm. Now hold it, right dumbbell, tap the left shoulder with the end of the weight and lift. So you're angling toward the opposite shoulder, getting all 3 heads on that one muscle. For 8. Perfect. 4 more. 2. Now let's switch. Left dumbbell, tap the right shoulder and lift. Good. And again, lift directly over the left shoulder. Good. Last 8. Good. Last 4. And last 2. And we're going to rest and bring it down. Awesome job. Now, you can do one heavier weight. You can put one aside, hold with both hands, one heavier weight. Or if you like me and you have light weights, cross one over the other, hold them together tight, because we're going to bring it over our head. So hold it nice and tight, bring it over. If you can, tap the floor with the end of the dumbbell and lift. Tap. If you can't get your arms over your head that much, just go as far as you comfortably can. Now, contract your abdominal, and we're going to lift the head and shoulders and lift, getting more of the abdominal here. So keep your belly button pulled in. I know there's a few of you that can do a full sit-up, but you don't have to. You could just do that partial upper back lift. If you're doing the partial lift and you want to make it harder, extend your right leg in front about a 45-degree angle and left. Keep your abdominal pulled in and left. If you get tired, just keep your head on the floor and lift the arms and the leg. If your neck gets tired, you can definitely keep your head down. Great job. Last 2. And let's rest. Good. Let's put the weights aside. Let's do a little more stretching for our lower back. Right foot on your left thigh. Lift your left leg. Good. Now let's switch. Right foot down, left foot on the right thigh, lift the right leg. You can keep your foot down, but you won't really get that much of a stretch unless you lift the leg. And bring it down. All right, last exercise. We're gonna grab the tube and we're gonna place it around both feet. You want the tube, if you have shoes on, use the tube with the handle. If you're barefoot, use the Pilates band, because the shoes will rip the band, and it'll stay on better with this tube. Now we're gonna bring our legs hip distance, at least 6 inches or more space between your feet. Hold the handles, elbows on the mat. If you want it tighter, bring the handles together over your stomach. Now it's very important to keep it around the arch of your foot, because again, if it comes towards your toes, it could come and hit your face. We don't want that. So flex your feet, contract your abdominal. We're gonna push it out with the outside of the shoe. Now we're targeting the opposing muscles, the inner and outer thighs. This is not so much for hips, but this is to work on muscle balancing. The opposing muscles should always be equally as strong or close to that. And this is also good for the glutes. So keep the abdominal pulled in though. When you're exercising, if you ask yourself, should I keep my stomach pulled in? Always. When you're stretching, you want to relax the muscles. But just by keeping the abdominal pulled in, that's what strengthens your core and that lower back. 2 more. Now let's do 3s. Out, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. Good, last 2. 1 more. And then great job. Now bring your feet together. Reach up about halfway up your rope. Remove your left foot. Let's pull that right leg in. Relax the hamstring and then straighten your left leg on the floor for a deeper stretch. This is the most, I believe, the most important lower body. The music's not sounding good, but this hamstring stretch is the most important lower body stretch. If your hamstring's tight, it can travel to your glutes and your lower back. And I believe that if you have sciatica, we really just want to stretch that whole back of the leg. And I like to hold this for, longer than I typically would, at least 15 to 20 seconds. Now we're going to grab both sides of the rope with your left hand. We're going to take that right leg, pull it across just as far as you comfortably can. Now this is more of the stretch for your hips. And I know while we're exercising, you're usually not tight in your muscles, but if we don't stretch these areas a few hours after our workout, we can really get tight muscles. So if you stretch, you should not get that. So left foot inside, remove your right foot, and let's pull the left leg in and slowly straighten the right leg. Just relax all your muscles. Great. Now we're going to grab both sides of the rope with the right hand and bring your leg across. And then bring it up. Great. Take it off. Wonderful. So now we're going to roll over onto our stomach and we're going to stretch our quads. So you want to lie with your chest on the mat, reach around with your left hand, grab your left ankle, pull your heel up towards your glutes, and gently push your left hip into the mat. And then we're going to switch, right hand, grab that right ankle, and then gently push your right hip into the mat. And then release. Now we're going to push yourself up, and let's just sit facing each other, and bring your left arm across your chest. Don't bring it way up here, but kind of keep it across the top part of your chest, and you want to gently push that shoulder down. And then let's switch, and then gently push the right shoulder down. Good. Now bring it up, gently push your elbow back, stretching the tricep muscle. And then opposite elbow. Good. Now release it. Left arm on the floor, reach over your head. And now we're going to take the palm of the hand, push away from your torso. And bring it across, and then switch. And then take the palm of the hand, push away. Good, and bring it across. So last stretch, hands behind your back, clasping your hands together, lower your chin and straighten your arms. And this is a wonderful stretch for posture because it opens up the chest, it keeps our shoulders pressed back when we stand nice and tall. And then release. Last deep inhale. Exhale. Wonderful job.